Hello guys! It's been a while since I did sort of like a sit down video, but I am so beyond excited because today we're going to be talking about my all-time favorite drugstore makeup products. Now, I'm getting so excited. Honestly, I can't believe that I haven't already done this video. I felt like I had, but I don't think I actually have. These are things that I repurchase over and over again, that I like legitimately love, that I even choose over high-end makeup sometimes, and I just wanted to kind of compile it all together and let you guys know all about it. I do want to do a lot more drugstore videos, so I'm thinking of doing sort of like a drugstore series or something. I don't know. One of my rings literally just like flew off, but that's okay. Okay, we could do without. But yeah, like I was saying, I really want to do like a drugstore series of some sort. So let me know if you guys would want to see that, and also like what type of videos you would want to see. I was thinking like, you know, drugstore everyday makeup routine, or like drugstore foundation routine. I don't know, drugstore, how to contour, drugstore products, stuff like that. So let me know down below in the comment section if you guys want to see something like that, and also what type of videos you would want to see, because I'd be down to do that. I know a lot of you guys like when I do drugstore videos, so I got you. So we're gonna just go ahead and get right in. I do have a really big range of products, but I'm only mentioning my favorites. So for example, I don't have a favorite primer from the drugstore yet. Honestly, if you guys have one, please comment down below, because I've been on the hunt for a good drugstore primer and I've never found one that I'm just like over the moon in love with. But for example, I don't have one, so I'm not gonna include something just for the sake of it, you know what I mean? I only want to include stuff that I choose over high-end makeup, I repurchase over and over again, so that is what you're gonna get. So starting off, I have to talk about my favorite drugstore foundation. Now, this is actually a question that I get all the time. Like, I can't even tell you how many comments I get asking, what is your favorite drugstore foundation? What is a drugstore foundation that holds up as well as luxury foundations or high-end foundations? And there's one foundation that I'm going to recommend to you guys, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I don't know why I almost like forgot the name for a second, but yes, it's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is the best foundation from the drugstore that I have ever come across. I've tried tons. Honestly, I choose this over, you know, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk sometimes. I choose it over a lot of high-end foundations. I wear this on an everyday basis pretty much. Like, this is probably the #1 foundation that I wear on my normal everyday day-to-day makeup. That's what I'm wearing today. I love the finish of it. I love how full coverage it is, but it's not cakey. It's actually, I would say it's like a medium to full coverage, but very buildable. So for me, because I like full coverage, I'm able to achieve that without it looking cakey at all. But for somebody who wants, you know, a little bit of less coverage, I think you could still achieve it with this foundation. And it is said to be a matte foundation. Honestly, I don't find it to be super duper matte, if that makes sense. I find it more of like a velvety natural finish. It's definitely not dewy, but it's definitely not like matte, dry, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very natural, beautiful finish, and I love it so much. I've used this on tons of different people with different skin types too, like oily, normal, or dry, and I feel like this just looks beautiful on everybody. So definitely my all-time favorite drugstore foundation, but also like I'm gonna say this is my favorite foundation of all time. Okay, so for concealer, this is another, I guess, category where I haven't found a ton of concealers that I love, but there is one that I would really recommend to you guys, and it's actually the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser Concealer. This concealer is amazing. Like, I used to use this back in the day, like maybe 5 years ago. It was probably one of the first makeup products that I ever owned, and this was when I wasn't even like making YouTube videos, but I was watching YouTube videos and everybody talked about this, and I was there right where you guys are. I was just watching and I was like, you know what? My favorite YouTubers are saying this. I need to get this in my life. So I went and picked this up back in the day, and I remember loving it, but I feel like recently, or I guess like in the past couple of years, I've been trying hard to like find other drugstore concealers and just like try out other drugstore concealers. So I totally forgot about it until a couple months ago when I repurchased it and tried it out, and I was like, oh my god, why did I ever stop using this? This is such a good concealer from the drugstore because it's very lightweight. I feel like a lot of concealers from the drugstore aren't lightweight at all. Like, they're actually pretty cakey. So this one, that's what I love about this, is it's very lightweight. It really brightens up the under eye area. I wouldn't recommend this for like spot correcting or concealing like blemishes or anything, because I'm pretty sure it's specifically made for underneath the eyes. I do use it down the middle of the face just to balance everything out, and it works beautifully. But yeah, I don't know about like spot correcting, but still, nonetheless, this is my absolute favorite concealer from the drugstore to date, because I haven't found one that's like amazing coverage for like concealing little pimples and everything. Yeah, I really haven't found one from the drugstore that I love, 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 love to death like I do this one. So this remains my pride and joy drugstore concealer. Okay. Whew. All right, let's talk about contouring palettes. So, favorite powder contour palette from the drugstore has to be this one from NYX. I feel like it's really, really comparable to a lot of the high-end contour palettes out there. You actually get more shades than a lot of them. A lot of the contouring palettes that I have 6 shades, so like 3 highlight and then 3 contour. But this one you actually get 8, so you're getting a really good value for your money. Obviously, it's drugstore price, so it's already affordable. But the actual shades are very pigmented. They're buttery. I mean, just like, hello. It is a beautiful formula, like very, very velvety and smooth, and I feel like the actual shade range is pretty good as well. Personally, I use a mixture of these two. This one is a little bit more cool tone, so I kind of balance that out with this one for my skin tone personally, but I do feel like it has a pretty nice shade range to it. Overall, yeah, the quality is good, the pigmentation is good, the wearability is good, it blends out easily. You already saw, like, okay, those swatches can kind of speak for themselves. But yeah, I just feel like that's a pretty solid highlighting and contouring palette if you're looking for one from the drugstore. That's definitely the one that I would recommend as far as powders go. If you're looking for creams, this is the best cream contouring palette that I have ever used, like whether it's high-end or drugstore. So this is from Covergirl. It's the TruBlend Contour Palette, and it is such a beautiful, beautiful formula. So I always use the middle one, as you can see, but I don't know. I love the formula itself. Obviously, this one, you know, it doesn't have a lot of options for shades. I believe that they have one other shade of this. I'm not quite sure. This may be the only shade that they carry, but it's supposed to be like, this is supposed to be a highlight shade, which, I mean, for me, that wouldn't really be a highlight. And then this is the contour, and then I believe this is like a cream bronzer, but like I said, I only use this one, but I love it so much. You know what I love about it is that it's just so creamy. It has a very nice cool tone to it, and when I'm looking for cream contours, I always like to go for that very, very cool tone because it looks the most natural. It's just gonna look like, you know, a natural shadowing on your face. So yeah, if you're looking for a cream, definitely try this one out. If you're my skin tone, then this will definitely work for you. If you are any more fair or any darker, I'm not really sure how this would work out just because, you know, the shade range is a little bit limited, but check your local drugstore. You know, I've had this for a while, so I don't remember if they carried any other shades, to be completely honest, but doesn't hurt to try because the formula is pretty bomb. You guys know me, I love a liquid highlighter. Like, that has been my obsession this year. I think for 2017 in general, like, that is my biggest obsession with makeup, is liquid highlighters. Liquid or cream, really, but I just love that it gives you such a beautiful glow. It looks very natural, yada yada yada. You guys know I'm obsessed with Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid, but as far as drugstore liquid highlighters go, I have to give it to Maybelline. These are, it's just one product, but I have 2 shades, but this product is so beautiful on the skin, like so stunning. So this is the shade medium. It's in the shade Nude Glow, and that's kind of what it looks like. I know my hands are like a lot lighter than the rest of my body. I don't know why that is. I'm not really sure. I think it's because I wash them a lot, so like they get exfoliated or something. I don't know. That's kind of just my logic. But this one has such a beautiful like rose gold shade. I applied a lot, so like it looks kind of crazy right now, but it really is beautiful. If you just apply a little bit on like a beauty blender or, you know, a Real Techniques sponge, if you're looking for drugstore, it is gorgeous. But this is actually the one that I use the most because you guys know me. I love a warm, goldeny highlight. That's just kind of like what I live for. So this is is the darkest shade. I believe it's called Deep Gold. Yeah, Deep/Gold. And this is the one that I go for the most. It is just so beautiful. It's pretty much just like a straight gold. So if you are like me and you like really warm tone highlights, this is definitely the one that I would choose, is the deeper one. And I know it's called Deep/Gold, but I do think that it's pretty versatile. I think that you could definitely still wear this if you have, you know, a medium skin tone or a very dark skin tone. I think that it would be so beautiful. If you have more fair skin, I know that they have one other shade. It's the lightest shade, and that one is the one that I would recommend for you because it has more of like a pearly finish to it, and I think it would look stunning, like absolutely stunning. So those are my favorite like liquidy creamy highlighters, but I do have to talk about this powder highlighter because for the longest time I could not find a drugstore powder highlighter that was as good of quality as high-end highlighters. It was just like the one thing that I was like, what is happening to the drugstore that there's not even one highlighter that that works even close to as good as like a high-end highlighter until I found this guy. So this is from Milani. It's the Dayglow Luminescence. Oh, I'm sorry. That is definitely a different language, but it's the Dayglow Strobelight Instant Glow Powder. It is so beautiful and buttery. Like, do you see that pigmentation? Okay, Milani, we see you. And what is happening to my hair over here? I don't even know. But this is such a beautiful, beautiful formula because it does have that kind of creaminess that a lot of higher end highlighters have. It's very silky, it applies evenly, it blends out. I like the shade a lot, honestly. I would say that this is pretty close to like Becca's Champagne Pop if I had to just off the top of my head try to name a dupe for it or try to name this as a dupe for another highlighter. I would say it's pretty close to Champagne Pop by Becca, but obviously much, much more affordable, and you're still getting lots of product, you're still getting, you know, very good payoff, so definitely a highlighter that I recommend. As far as blush goes, my number one favorite blush from the drugstore is Milani's Luminoso. I know you guys have heard people talk about this because it is, I mean, for good reason, honestly, because it is such a beautiful, beautiful blush. It doesn't have like a lot of pigmentation when you swatch it. Well, it actually does have pigmentation, but it doesn't have like a color that you would be able to see really well, if that makes sense, because it has that beautiful corally nude shade to it, which I live for because you guys know me, I actually like a pretty subtle blush. I don't like it to be too quasi or anything, so this is perfection for me. Like, it gives you a little bit of glow, but it also gives some warmth because of the peachiness of it. And I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't really have like too much to say about this guy because I feel like I've talked about it tons and tons and tons of times, but if you've never tried it, please do yourself a favor, go try it out because it is seriously amazing, like an amazing blush. Because, okay, I do have one thing to add. Because it is so kind of neutral but warm, it can go for so many different looks. Like if I'm doing a smoky eye with a nude lip, I pop this on. If I'm doing a more dramatic lip with, you know, a neutral eye, I pop this on. Like, this can work for so many different looks. It's very versatile. It works for so many skin tones. It is just a beautiful blush. So highly recommend. I do have one other blush to talk about, and it's actually from Wet n Wild. This is their ombre blush. I love the formula of these. It is very, very buttery. These ones, this one, I should say, this has more of like a baked formula, so it is like a little bit harder on the surface, but you still get really great pigmentation. These are pure butter. Like, it feels like silk when I'm rubbing them between my fingers, and I do like the shade range specifically. This one is my favorite, Mai Tai Buy You a Drink, and then they also have Princess Daiquiris and also in a purple haze. This is probably the one that I use the least just because it's a little bit more like daring for me, for my personal style. So this is definitely the one that I use the most because obviously, you know me, that peachy glow sort of thing is what I like to choose for blushes. But the only thing that I will have to say about these is that they do have a little bit more shimmer in them. So if you have a lot of texture on your cheeks, I don't know that I would recommend that specific formula. If you have a lot of texture and you're looking for just a little bit of blush to kind of like warm up the complexion, definitely go for Milani's because it is so good. But I really do like these a lot. I reach for them a lot, so I thought I would still mention them to you guys because they're so pretty. Dude, I literally almost forgot to mention my all-time favorite bronzer. Like, I don't even know how I could forget this because it is so bomb. This is Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You guys have heard me talk about this a million and one times, I know. But I'm telling you guys, it is, first of all, it smells amazing. Whew, I could like literally sit here and smell this all day long, but even more so than that, it is just an amazing formula. It is very buttery, like to the extreme. Better than a lot of high-end bronzers in my opinion. It is just so soft, silky, blendable. It has a great shade. It's not really that warm, so I think it looks very natural. They do have two shades, a lighter one and then I think just like the original one. And I've been using the original lately, but for most, like for the past probably 2 years, I was always using the light one and I didn't even realize that there was a difference, but there is a little bit of variance in the shades. This one just is slightly darker, but I absolutely love this product. This is something that I definitely choose over high-end products a lot of the time. This is the bronzer that I will travel with. The stuff that I travel with is the stuff that you know is like essentials for me, just because, I mean, you're traveling, you're not gonna have access to like your entire collection or whatever. So this is my ride or die. Ride or die right here. Like ride or die 100%. Okay. We are going to move into eye stuff, I think. So I'm gonna start off with my favorite eyeshadow product from the drugstore. It's not a powder eyeshadow or even like a palette. I haven't found any palettes that I'm like, oh my god, I could use this every single day of my life and be okay and never reach for another high-end palette. I haven't found that at a drugstore yet, but I do have to talk about these guys. These are the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour wear cream eyeshadows, something like that. I'm sure you guys have heard these talked about as well, just because they are so bomb. I remember when I first heard about them, I went out and I like literally went to my drugstore that day and I bought them because I mean, it's just an essential. If you are looking for a cream shadow that is just beautiful beyond compare, this is the one that I would recommend. This is my favorite. This is the one that I reach for the most. It is called Bad to the Bronze, and this is a color that I kid you not will look beautiful on everybody. I'm gonna try to do a little swatch, but like it is just such a beautiful neutrally bronze, and I literally just think it looks beautiful on everybody, anybody, whenever, wherever. You know what I like about these a lot is that they're a versatile product, so I wear them on their own a lot of the times. Like I will literally just take a little bit of this, blend it into the base of the lid and blend upwards, and it almost starts to look like you have two shades, like a crease shade and a base lid shade of this, but it is just this shade, so it's very quick and easy and it looks beautiful. But you can also use those as an eyeshadow base. So for example, this pink one that I have, this is in the shade Pink, or sorry, Inked in Pink. This one I'll use as like an eyeshadow base a lot of times if I'm using like, let's say, you know, pink shadows or a pink glitter or a pink shimmer. I'll use this as a base and then place that other shadow on top, and it just looks beautiful. So I really like that they are versatile and you can layer them, you can use them on their own. They're just amazing. Now these color tattoos I've actually had for years and years and years, but I do actually have like a more recent discovery that I have to mention as well because it is definitely one of my all-time favorite drugstore products. These are the Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Chromes. So the originals come in a pot and they're more cream. These are like metallic cream liquid eyeshadows, I would say, but they are so unbelievably beautiful. So this is my favorite shade. It is the bronze shade. Obviously, you guys know me. This is the shade Bronze Sheen. It is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful product. And I also had to pick, this is the first one that I picked up and I was just like so obsessed with it that I had to go pick up, you know, a couple more. This is the shade Beige Luster. Okay, Maybelline, we see you. And I mean, honestly, like all of these shades are so beautiful. They definitely have a different formula than the pot ones or whatever, like the cream, the original ones, but they are just so stunning. Like look at that emerald color. Look at it. I literally die at that shade. Like I almost had a heart attack in the store when I was picking these out a couple months ago because I was like, okay, I mean, they make me feel some type of way, not gonna lie. So those are the shades that I have. Sorry, I got kind of carried away with swatching them, but the reason that I love these, it's sort of a similar reason as the originals, but you can use them on their own as such a quick and easy eyeshadow. So this is the one that I use the most, like I said, so I'll just kind of like swipe it onto the base of the lid and then blend it out with a little teeny tiny blending brush and blend it out into the crease. And again, it looks like you're wearing a transition shade, a blending shade, and a base lid shade, but it's just so quick and easy to put on. And this one, I'm telling you guys, every single time I wear this bronze shade, I will get compliments. Like, people off the street will come up to me and say, oh my god, your makeup looks amazing, what is on your eyes? And I'm always like, it's literally Maybelline, like Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Chrome. So definitely, if I could recommend just one shade, this would be the one, Bronze Sheen, but all of them are so beautiful, and I'm thinking about doing like a tutorial using this one soon because I just love the shade of it. I haven't used that one yet on my eyes. I've used the other ones and they're all so beautiful, but this one I'm saving for like a little tutorial. Okay, I'm getting so out of breath in this video because I'm getting so excited. I love talking about my favorites. Oh, also, I forgot to kind of mention this, but both of those, the Eye Chrome Color Tattoo and the original Eye Color Tattoo, very, very long wearing. Like, I will wear them all day long and they do not wear off. Like, it's pretty crazy, honestly. Like, yeah, they're very, very, very long wearing. So I do want to talk about some eyeliners. I have two gels, or one gel, but I have two shades. But this is the best gel liner from the drugstore, hands down. So this is the Maybelline Eye Studio Lasting Drama in Black is Black. I also have the brown shade. You guys have seen me use these in tutorials, but I just love the formula. Like, legit love the formula. It is so long lasting. I don't know what it is about these, this gel liner, but it is so long lasting. Like, I will literally put it on at 8 a.m. and it will still be going strong, black as day if I use the black one, or brown as day, I guess, if I use the brown one, but still have just the same amount of color payoff. It never fades, it never wipes away, it doesn't smudge at the end of the day. So I'm talking from like 8 a.m. until like, you know, 9, 10 p.m. when I'm taking off my makeup. It is insane how long lasting these gel liners are, but I really like the actual consistency of them as well because they're actually pretty creamy. They just glide on so easily, and I feel like they don't lose the texture very quickly. Like, they don't dry out that easily, if that makes sense. I've had the black one for a long time, like I would say over a year. That's probably not great to like keep makeup that long, but yeah, I've had it for a really long time and it hasn't dried out yet. So love the formula, love the long lasting, I love the colors. They're just very pigmented, just, yeah, everything about these liners is perfection. So good. And then this liner I have to talk about because this is something that I will use on an everyday basis. No matter what gel liner I am using, I will use this liner, and I use it so much that literally the whole thing, like all of the writing is gone. But this is the NYC liquid liner. I heard somewhere that like they discontinued this, which literally makes me want to cry right now because this is the best liquid liner I've ever used, whether we're talking high-end, drugstore, luxury even. Like, this is the best liquid liner I have ever used in my life. The thing that I like about it, obviously, like, it has a pretty good color payoff. It's very, very dark, but the thing that I really like is actually the applicator. If you can see, it's very, very thin, and it just kind of glides on. So I'll always go over my gel liner with liquid liner just because I feel like it kind of seals it in, but also makes it look more matte. It makes it look more black. So this is by far my #1 liquid liner in the entire universe. And to hear that they might be discontinuing it, I'm like super sad. I just heard that once, and like I haven't even really like looked it up again because I know it's gonna hurt. Like, it's literally gonna make me cry if like I find out that it's actually getting discontinued. I'm getting chills right now because I'd be so sad. This is literally like $2 and it beats high-end makeup, so come on NYC, don't discontinue it, please. For mascara, I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. So Maybelline Big Shot. This mascara, I kid you not, is better than a lot of the mascaras that are like 40 bucks, 50 bucks that I have tried. Like, I kid you not, this mascara is everything. It's very volumizing, it's lengthening, it doesn't clump up, it doesn't like flake off. I hate when mascaras flake off like that, and this one definitely doesn't. It it really does hold well, if that makes sense. I have to say that. And I feel like just overall it's such a solid mascara. They do have waterproof if you're looking for waterproof. I usually just go for the regular, but I'm telling you guys, if you have not tried this, it is so bomb, and it's really good for lower lashes as well. I feel like it makes my lower lashes look very, very like thick and voluminous and matching to the top lashes, if that makes sense. So I know you guys probably already had guessed that I was going to talk about this because it is seriously such a bomb mascara, but I had to throw it in anyways. Alright, let's move on to lips. I have some lipsticks, I have some like matte-ish products, and then I have one gloss. There's one gloss in this entire world that is just like above all the rest in my opinion, and it is this one from Hard Candy. This is the Hard Candy Plumping Serum Volumizing Lip Gloss in the shade Swan Lake. If you are looking for a bomb nude lip gloss, this, like, honestly look no further. Honestly look no further, because this is the best lip gloss I've ever used in my life. I love the pigmentation. It's very, because it's like a serum lip gloss, it's very weightless, you know what I mean? Like, it's not sticky like a lot of lip glosses are, and it has just the most beautiful opacity to it. I wouldn't say that it's like full, you know, full coverage, but it just looks so beautiful. I could literally wear this on top of anything and it will still look good. And the reason I actually found this is because Yesenia used to wear this like all the time, and I would always be like, oh my god, what is on your lips? And I didn't even realize that it was always the same product, and she was like, girl, it's literally the Hard Candy lip gloss in the shade Swan Lake. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to go get this. And ever since that day, I've actually repurchased this twice already because it's so good. I wear it all the time. I keep this in my bag because it is the kind of lip product that you can literally, like I said, wear on top of anything. You can wear it on its own. If you just want like a little bit of shine, it is just so beautiful, and it works for like pretty much any type of look you could ever imagine. The only thing is, like, I know it says Plumping Serum Volumizing Lip Gloss. Honestly, I don't think that it plumps your I don't think that it plumps your lips at all. So if that's what you're looking for in a lip gloss, then, you know, this one doesn't really do that. But for me, like, I'm not really looking for that. I just want some shine. I want, you know, something to like kind of pull a look together, and something that will literally go over anything. And this is 100's the best lip gloss I've ever tried in my life. And as far as lipsticks go, definitely think that Maybelline kind of just takes the cake when it comes to lipsticks. They have a really nice formula. It's very moisturizing. It has, you know, a nice color payoff. But the thing that really gets me about Maybelline lipsticks is that they have literally any color and every color you could ever imagine. They have always, like, I feel like they're always coming out with like little collections, like, you know, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but, you know, I don't know. I feel like every time I'm in, you know, Target or CVS or whatever, there's always like a new display of Maybelline lipsticks, whether it's like purples or browns or pinks or whatever. So I definitely think that you could find whatever you're looking for in a lipstick at, or like in the Maybelline range. But obviously you guys know me, I love nudes. So I just thought I would show you guys my favorite shades from Maybelline's lipstick collection. So 2 of these are mattes, and I believe these are the 2 newer shades that I have. And then these I've had for years, like literally years. And these are the shades Truffle, Tease, and Sin-A-Mon. They're actually pretty similar, but to me, they are different, okay? So that is Truffle Tease. I love this shade. I just feel like it has such a beautiful warmth to it. It's the perfect brown tone nude for me. And these ones, these 2, the first 2 that I'm going to show you, they do have some shine to them. So they are very, you know, moisturizing. They're very flattering. I feel like they would go with like literally anything and everything as far as like eye makeup or face makeup or anything really. And then this shade is Sin-A-Mon, and again, it does look pretty damn similar, but that's okay because you know us, we justify anything. We'll be like, nope, I see a difference. This one is slightly lighter. Not my tea. The 2 newer shades that I have that are both matte, they're really pretty as well. They are a little different than these 2 that I just mentioned. So this first one is called Hot Sand. It has a little bit more of a pink undertone, but I feel like it's still pretty neutral actually. I reach for this one a lot, especially with a little bit of a darker brown toned lip liner, and then it kind of creates like an ombre effect. It's really, really beautiful, honestly. So I love that one. And then I also really love Beige Babe. I know that some people were saying that the formula wasn't great. For me, I honestly feel like it's pretty good. That's just me though. But I really like these 2 shades as well. But I would say that I reach for the kind of like glossier finish more so than the matte finish for me personally. But I do really like those. As far as one more lipstick that I have to mention, because this was like my ride or die for so long, and it's actually from Milani. This is in the shade Matte Innocence. It is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful nude. And this is actually what I had on today underneath my gloss, and I'm gonna swatch it for you guys right here. That is the swatch. It is such a beautiful, warm nude. You guys know, I feel like you're starting to get if you don't know, but I like warmth on the face. Like, I feel like it's very flattering to most people, but especially my skin tone. And I just really, really love this shade in particular because it's not too light, it's not too dark, it has that warmth to it. It just is beautiful. That is like the only word that I can say for it, and it's very comfortable. It is matte, but I definitely say that it's pretty comfortable to wear. You know, for a lipstick, it has a pretty good wear time as well, and I just feel like it's so versatile. Like, you could literally wear it with anything and everything. Alright, I feel like you guys know this one's coming, but it's the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I used to talk about these incessantly. Like, I literally could not put these down. I use them in so many tutorials and just like on an everyday basis as well, and I have to throw them in here as well. So I actually have like literally the entire collection. Like, that's how obsessed I am with this formula, because you know what it is? It's very lightweight, it's matte, but it's not drying at all, like not even at all, like not even 1 little ounce. And I love that they do have like such an extensive shade range as well. But these are by far my favorite shades. Of course, the nudes. I know guys, I know I'm like kind of crazy about the nudes, but these really are the ones that I reach for the most, and the ones that I would recommend to a friend and to you guys, and like just recommend to people if they love makeup and they want to have something that, you know, they're gonna get a lot of use out of, because I think that's really important as well. You know, even if you're buying affordable makeup but like you never use it, what's the point of like, you know, like you're still wasting money. So these are the shades that I really, really do genuinely use all the time. My top favorite is London, and then I also have Abu Dhabi and Stockholm. So I'll do a little bit of swatches. They are pretty similar to each other. So if you were just gonna go for one, definitely recommend London, because I feel like it's the most versatile, and I feel like that is the one that will suit most people and most makeup looks. So this is London right here. Whoo, I love this shade so much, like you don't even understand. I've gone through like 3 of these bottles, the London shade, and it is just like one of my favorite lip products of all time. This next one is going to be Stockholm. So this one has a little bit more of a pink shading to it. I think that's really pretty for springtime, actually, spring and summer especially. So that's one that, you know, I would recommend if you're a crazy makeup fanatic like me, and you just like want to, you know, add some beautiful nudes to your life, get all 3, you know, girl, just, you know, do it up. But if you're only looking for one, definitely London would be the one to go for. And then this one is Abu Dhabi. So I would say this one is kind of like in between, if that makes sense. So it's like kind of like a mixture of these two. London is definitely the most brown, then this is the most pink, and then this, I would say it's a brown with like rosiness to it. But again, the formula, incredible, very soft, it is matte, it's not drying, it's comfortable, it's just like pretty much everything you could ever ask for. It's not like super long wearing, but you know, they're comfortable enough that you can reapply without it looking crusty. So there you go. Whew. Okay, last product to mention. I feel like this video is going to be a million years long, so I really apologize if, you know, if you're sitting through like a 40-minute video right now. But this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. You guys, this is the best setting spray I've ever used from the drugstore. It really, really does make your makeup last. Like, they were not playing around when they named this, because I feel like it just makes such a difference in my makeup when I use this particular setting spray. Some setting sprays I feel like I don't really see like a huge difference in the longevity of the makeup, but this is one that like legitimately does. And I feel like it has a really nice spray too. Like, it's very like whoo, whoo, whoo. You know what I mean? It's not like a do you like my sound effects? It really does have like just a nice setting power to it. I feel like when I use this, my makeup just, it kind of like melts together, and it also stays literally all day, all night, 16 hours. I believe they say 16-hour wear time on the bottle, and I legit believe that, because this is one of the only setting sprays that I feel actually does set my makeup and just lock it into place. So that is it for all of my drugstore favorites. That was a lot of stuff, a lot of makeup, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, yeah, these are just products that I would 100% recommend to you guys. Do or die. And I know that was like a lot of products, and also probably such a long video, so I'm so sorry about that, but I really wanted to go in depth about it because I kind of touched upon this in the video. I just feel like, you know, drugstore products are affordable, but if you're not going to use them, if they're not good quality, like they're still not really worth your money. So I wanted to kind of like compile a group of products that I feel are 100s worth your money, and just stuff that like you'll really get a lot of use out of. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. I did want to do a little giveaway for you guys. So I actually have some benefit products to give you. I know that's so like off topic and literally has nothing to do with this video, but I just had like a few extras, so I thought I would give them back to you guys and just kind of like thank you guys for always, you know, showing your support and watching my videos. So I've got a Hoola Benefit bronzer, a Hoola Light bronzer from Benefit, and also one of their new blushes that they just released. This is California. And then I have a Quickie Contour Stick, Hoola Quickie Contour Stick from Benefit. So if you want to win these little products, this little prize pack right here, then all you have to do is, you know, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and then let's see, comment down below what your favorite Netflix show is, because I'm on a big Netflix kick right now. I'm trying to get through House of Cards and like trying to finish it before the next season starts. Sir, I'm, you know, right after this, I'm about to go hop into bed and watch some Netflix because I'm all about that Netflix and chill life. So yeah, comment down below your favorite Netflix show, or, you know, show that's on Netflix. It doesn't have to be by Netflix by any means, but comment down below and you could be entered to win. And I'll probably pick a winner like a week after this video goes live. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a bunch more like little giveaways at the end of my videos, just because I always want to let you guys know how much I love you guys and how much I appreciate you and how much joy you bring to my life. So any way that I can give back, I really want to. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. And also, please let me know if you do want to see more drugstore videos, like a drugstore series like I was saying before, because I think that would be really fun, and like I could do literally anything and everything to do with drugstore makeup. Like I was thinking maybe like, you know, best and worst from the drugstore, you know, best and worst lipsticks, or like best matte lipsticks, or, you know, drugstore tutorials like I was saying before. So let me know if you guys are interested in more drugstore videos, and also specifically what videos y'all want to see, because obviously I want to do what you guys want to see. So I think that's gonna be it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was probably like 100 minutes. 100 minutes, yes, Roxette. No, but thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, you are beautiful and stunning out. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time.